y'all, today we're going to be adding a little bit more plants to the front garden curved area. You probably saw part 1 and part 2, so I guess technically this is part 3, but we're going to be transplanting some plants and then adding in a bunch of zinnias to fill out the space and really kind of just bring everything together. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my latest videos are up, and make sure you drop me a comment below. How much do you love zinnias? They are legit one of my favorite flowers to grow. So easy. And I know that sounds crazy. A lot of gardeners like to grow hard stuff. I like to grow easy stuff. I love the satisfaction from it. It always gives me a big punch. Okay, here's the front curve. If you remember in part 1, we ended up clearing out a bunch of the grass and weeds and such and adding compost and prepping the area. Part 2, we planted some plumbago, which is right there. We planted some suncredibles. We planted in some cleome. Really pretty, loving the look. This was our mystery plant at the time. It has now been confirmed as Gomphrena, and I've actually located a couple of other seedlings. They were over here. I ended up having a couple of seedlings in this pot over here and right there as well. And then I actually found a few more tucked back behind the tree over there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start by moving those seedlings and transplanting them in here. I'm going to put one right there. I might tuck another one over there, but I'm going to put some more Gomphrena here. And then I'm going to fill the front edge of the bed with zinnias. Let me show you the zinnias. Now, I was growing zinnias from seed, but I came out about 5 days ago and something had eaten every single one of the seedlings. So instead of starting again, I went ahead and went and purchased some seedlings or some small plants. These are zinnias. I think this is called Swizzle. Let me find the little tag that it had. There it is. The tag says that it is Swizzle, Cherry, and Ivory. And so, yeah, something, I don't know if it's grasshoppers, I'm not sure. I mean, my seedlings are about 2 inches tall. And they were doing just fine. They weren't growing as quickly as I would have liked, but they were doing just fine. And then I walked out the other day and they were all like nubs. All of their leaves are gone. They just had their stems left, and I was just like, it was very defeating. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go buy some pretty zinnias. I'm gonna fill in with those. So those zinnias are gonna be added to that front border of the bed over here. I think it'll be a really big, beautiful punch of color in that space. I think it'll be really nice. I do have a bunch of canterbury bells that I've let go to seed back over there. I think maybe I'll pull some of those up, see what space I have back there. Maybe I'll tuck in a few Gomphrena back there as well. Okay, as always, I'm going to be fertilizing with Plant Tone, and I'm going to water everything in really well afterwards. I've already added about 2 inches of compost across this front of the bed, so I feel really good about how well fertilized and ready to go it is. I am going to be utilizing my auger again today. This is, a lot of y'all were asking about it. It's a 3-inch auger that I got from Amazon. I would like to eventually get a more powerful drill, but this works for what I'm doing right now. And then I'm also going to be working with my Hori knife. If you don't have one, hands down, one of the best tools I've ever had in the garden. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I tucked in 3 plants. I've got one tucked in over there, and you might remember the Sunseeker Echinacea, the Sunseeker Salmon Echinacea, and the 2 eucalyptus. So I tucked one seedling in over there. I tucked an additional Gomphrena right there, and then I decided to tuck one more in right there. I originally was going to work back there, but I ended up just running into tons and tons of daffodil bulbs, so I really did not want to dig deep and dig all those up. So that's just a hole right there. Everything like from like this month back, I don't know what I'm doing yet, so it's just kind of hanging out for right now. We'll see what ends up happening. So now let's go through with the zinnia, swizzle, cherry, and ivory, and we're gonna go across the front of here and then around the edge. I think that'll fit it beautifully. I only have one angle on the camera today because my camera has to be in the shade. It is so hot that my camera overheats. So I apologize, I don't have multiple angles for y'all, but this will still give you a pretty good idea. So let's get that laid out and let's get going. Okay, I flippin' love it. It's amazing how border plants can really bring everything together. These plants will get so full that they will create a carpet all the way across. These are lower zinnias. They'll probably be about 12 to 14 inches tall, at least that wide. Very pretty. They still work great as cut flowers. They just have shorter stems. Really, really love the look. Love the idea of the pink all the way across the front because that ties into the pink over here as well. Everything's just looking so pretty. Ugh, triple degree temperatures and we're still looking good. Okay, got that knocked out for the day. I'm really excited because I'm leaving on vacation and I know those are really gonna prosper. They do great with heat. They're really gonna prosper while I'm gone. So I'm super excited about that. And they'll probably be definitely a lot fuller by the time I get back in a couple of weeks. So very excited about that. Very excited to have that front curve all the way done now. And so that's pretty awesome. I really went with something different this year, which I always am a little nervous on something like that portion of the garden because it's so prominent And so I'll be really anxious to see how everything fills in and how it does throughout the heat. Definitely something different, definitely forcing myself out of my box on this front garden curve area. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.